everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Hiba, and here on my channel I discuss recent missing person cases. If you're into that type of content, go ahead and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. Before we get started, I just want to wish you guys a happy new year. I hope 2023 is amazing for all of you. Today I want to talk about Ana Walshe. Ana is a 39-year-old woman missing from Cohasset, Massachusetts. She was last seen on New Year's Eve or very early on New Year's Day, after spending the evening with her husband and 3 boys. Some sources also state that the couple had friends over. Ana wasn't reported missing until January 4th by both her employer and her husband. It took a few days, but I'm assuming that it wasn't out of the ordinary for Ana to maybe go a few days without contact due to her job. Ana is a real estate professional for Tishman Speyer and would regularly travel to her second residence in DC, usually on weekdays. She also has her vehicle in DC. On the night she disappeared, Ana was allegedly seen leaving her home at around 4 to 5 a.m. She allegedly had at least one bag of luggage with her. Ana had a flight booked back to DC for the 3rd, but there was allegedly some sort of work emergency that she had to attend to. According to authorities, though, her plane ticket was never switched to the 1st, and she never boarded any flights. Unfortunately, she hasn't been seen or heard from since that night. So what happened? According to her husband, Brian Walshe, he was asleep at the time that Ana left. However, according to articles, a family member saw Ana leave that night. Like I said, she left between 4 to 5 a.m., so I doubt it was her kids, since they're all young, under the age of 7, and they're unlikely to be awake at that time. Some articles mentioned that Ana's mother-in-law, so Brian's mother, lives with them. If Brian and the boys were sleeping, I'm assuming that the family member who saw her leave is probably the mother-in-law. Ana allegedly used a ride-sharing service to get to the Boston Logan International Airport that morning. As we know, though, she never boarded a plane. I'm sure investigators have reached out to the employer to confirm whether there actually was a work emergency, but this hasn't been disclosed to the public. Law enforcement have also confirmed that they have found no evidence that suggests that a rideshare vehicle picked Ana up that night. Searches of the DC townhome have also been done, but there was no sign of Ana being there. As far as we know, the last confirmed day that anyone had contact with Ana was Sunday the 1st. Her friends have stated that their Happy New Year texts never made it through, and that Ana has been silent on social media since then, despite the fact that she's usually active and posting on Instagram. To make this whole situation even weirder, a fire broke out on Ana's former residence located at 725 Jerusalem Road just days after she went missing. The family moved out only months ago. Obviously, this is a very strange coincidence, so many were concerned that the fire was somehow related to Ana's disappearance. However, it turns out that it was an electrical fire and is likely unrelated to Ana going missing. Thankfully, all the residents of the home made it out safely. That's essentially all we know about Ana's disappearance. So what could have happened, and where is Ana? Right away, authorities began searching around the home. Canines were brought in, and the search primarily focused on the woods less than half a mile away from the home. A small stream and their pool were also drained. The pool was apparently really gross, and you couldn't just look into it to see if anything was in it. Ultimately, nothing was found, and the search was suspended. However, the fact that the search was so close to home could mean one of two things. The first is that Ana herself never made it that far, and the second is that her keys, phone, wallet, or other belongings may be nearby. It's also possible that both are true. As with every case, if something did happen to Ana, it's best to first look at those close to her. In this case, that would be her husband, Brian. Brian has a sketchy past, although not necessarily violent. In 2016, he sold 2 counterfeit Andy Warhol paintings to an art gallery owner. I believe each sold for around $100,000. Apparently, Brian did have 2 authentic Warhol paintings that he took from a friend, promising that he would sell them for a good price. However, he switched them out for fakes when selling them and never paid his friend. Brian pled guilty in 2021 and has been on home confinement until sentencing. Obviously, being involved in an art fraud scheme doesn't necessarily point to being a murderer. However, it does prove that Brian will go to extremes to get what he wants. It also means that the family is likely having financial problems, which is why Brian did this. If he is involved with Anna's disappearance, the fact that he's confined to a small radius may be the reason police have focused their search so close to home. If Brian was somehow involved, he could only go so far. Could something have happened on New Year's Eve, potentially after friends left? Maybe Brian and Anna got into some sort of argument and things got heated, especially if alcohol was involved. There was probably high tension in the home due to Brian's confinement and Anna's long work hours and traveling. Maybe some resentment had built up on either side, leading to an altercation that night. As we know, an unnamed family member was the only person to see Anna leave the home. If this was in fact Brian's mother, it's not out of the realm of possibilities that she would lie to cover for her son. I also want to mention that right before I was about to record this, a news story came out that investigators are back at Anna and Brian's home, taking pictures and searching. The high tension in the home may also point to another possibility. If Anna was unable to deal with the pressure, maybe she decided to leave herself. Working long hours and traveling every week can really take a toll on you, and maybe Anna used the new year as an opportunity to get away. Maybe she shut her phone off so she couldn't be reached or tracked. She's originally from Serbia, so some have theorized that she may have gone there. However, how would she do so? If someone picked her up, surely law enforcement would be able to trace them. Ultimately, the fact that the search has been focused so close to home is very concerning. It leads me to believe that investigators have reason to believe that Anna didn't make it very far. If true, it's a devastating loss, especially for her 3 young boys. I sincerely hope that Anna is okay and that she just needed some time for herself. I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments below. Anna is 5'2" and weighs 115 pounds. She has brown hair and brown eyes. She has an olive complexion and speaks with an Eastern European accent. I'll include a video of her speaking so you get the idea.
Hey guys, I'm on a mission to save lives. I'm fundraising for Torch Foundation, which is an organization that provides teens with weekend workshops, and it empowers responsibility and confidence in them through discovery of their self-worth and through understanding of some of the other limiting beliefs. The program is free of cost to students.
If you have any information, please contact the number in the description below. Thank you so much for watching this video and listening to Anna's story. I hope to see you in my next one.